Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Ranita and I love getting into all things beauty and makeup related and fragrance related as well. And that brings us to what we're going to be doing today. I discovered this brand Snif a few months ago and I decided to start getting some of their perfumes and everything, tried them out. And I also have one of the latest ones which we're going to be talking about later in the video. I want to start with the very first one that I tried and I want to tell you my story with it because interestingly enough, my opinion on this changed. I did get advice from my friend Alicia Budget Beauty to keep trying it and I listened to her and it ended up becoming really good. So the first time that I smelled, and this is the first perfume I'm reviewing, Honey Sweet over here, I was very attracted to, Honey Sweet because of the beautiful packaging. I really love the way that this looks. It's a very pretty bottle. It's got beautiful stars on it, and even the cap is really special. It's got a man, a woman, and a moon, kind of like the honeymoon period. Very nice. And I want to kind of share with you my thoughts on this. The first time that I smelled Honey Sweet, what I got was a little bit of that honey, a little bit of the wood, and then the entire thing settling into this woodiness. That's kind of like the final scent that you get from it. And the interesting thing was, though, that when I smelled Honey Sweet for the very first time, I actually did not smell what I'm smelling today. It is weird. It's very weird for me because when I first smelled it, I was actually getting this very kind of like generic Middle Eastern perfume kind of smell, which I was not really feeling matched my personality, and I was very disappointed with it. I got advice. Alicia told me to keep trying it, and I did. Tried it over a couple of weeks, and it's kind of weird because today I sprayed it again and I realized, wait a minute, I'm not getting that anymore. The smell of honey that comes through is just beautiful. I'm getting so much of the honey. And the first time I sprayed it, I really wasn't getting that, which is crazy. I'm like, what the heck changed? Did my nose change? What changed? I have no idea, but I'm actually really liking it now. So this honey is beautiful. It comes across as the very feminine side of the perfume here because I'm looking at the moon, the woman, the man, and then you have that woodiness, so you get that masculine coming in as well, and it just kind of settles into this beautiful blend, but it's more woody for me anyway, like by the time it's dried down, and I don't mind that at all. I actually ended up really liking Honey Sweet because it's got this very strong honey note at the beginning. Even when I'm smelling it, like now this paper that I've been kind of spraying everything because I need to remember like how I felt and everything, but basically when you first spray it, it's a burst of honey. Like it is so sweet and so delicious, and as it goes on, I kind of get a bit of that lavender coming through, and I love lavender, I really do. So it's kind of like a honey lavender scent. And right at the end, I can smell a little bit of that woodiness coming through as well. Now, I did go and see other reviews. I saw people saying that, the woodiness and stuff was very, like, not for them at all. It ruined the whole thing. Saw people who were complaining about the lavender note and the broom absolute note as well. And like I said, when I first tried this, I struggled with it. It was a very difficult scent. So I would say if you're planning to get Honey Sweet, I would actually go and smell it a couple of times and really get into it. Try it multiple times and see how you feel. Honey Sweet has only lasted on me for about 3 or 4 hours. It becomes very intimate towards the end and I don't smell it as much after 3 or 4 hours have passed. So that would be my only qualm with this. Like I kind of feel like this should be lasting a bit longer given the $65 price tag. Now Snif is on sale right now because of their Black Friday sale. So if you want to go and grab this, you totally should. Like I think it's a beautiful scent. I've been converted, but just bear in mind that when I first tried it, I had not converted. I didn't like the scent. I was disappointed and I felt like this really smells like everything else I've smelled when I was living in Malaysia, because there were a lot of Arab perfume shops there too. And I thought, oh, I've already smelled this. So it's very weird for me that after weeks and weeks of trying, something changed. Maybe, my body chemistry, I really don't know, but I ended up really getting into that honey note. And now I have so much appreciation for this perfume that I don't want to sell it or give it away, which I was actually thinking of doing. I was going to give it to a family member, who loves perfumes. I was going to be like, hey, do you want this? Because it's not really working for me, but now I've changed my mind and I'm going to be keeping it for myself because I actually really got into that. Now, these next perfumes are all food related. I mean, this is basically honey related, but these three are really like food smell. So let's get into this. The very first one I want to talk about is Crumb Couture. So this is what the bottle looks like, and this is what the box looks like. It's got a beautiful croissant roll over there, and I cannot get enough of my pastries. I live in bakeries when I'm in Malaysia and here too. Love going into any shop, grabbing myself, a beautiful croissant or bagel or whatever it is, and enjoying it. And I love the butter. Like, I just love that smell. So Crumb Couture as well, when I first smelled it, I was like, oh, I'm not really sure this is for me. I couldn't really understand what I was smelling, even though it felt familiar. And again, this took me time to get into it. So I've actually kind of realized now that when I don't like a perfume smell, I really need to give myself some time to fully get into the perfume, because I just think that, it's very weird, but smells change, and I'm just running over here to just get the notes. So here, Crumb Couture is basically something that smells like croissant accord, wild berry jam, blackcurrant, toasted vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood. Now I'm gonna say that this, like the first time you spray it in itself, it's just got this, it's not sweet, it is sweet, and yet it's not sweet. So it's sweet, it's kind of like buttery, and it feels like a freshly baked croissant coming out of like the oven. I think that's the best way to say it. It's got this a little bit of warmth, that kind of gentle sweetness that you get in pastries. I could even smell a little bit of like jam on this, quite frankly, because I'm getting hungry just smelling this. So it's really interesting. And again, this Crumb Couture perfume, sadly, it doesn't last that long on me, only about 3-4 hours again. And it's something, it becomes so intimate, because this is actually the perfume that I wore today. I wore this and I went to work, and I was like, I want to be that comforting, presence in the room, and I want them to smell, croissants and feel really good and warm and just cozy and everything. And it only lasts for about 3 hours for me. So I think that, again, is the only thing that I have with this. I wish that it would be longer. I think maybe it's my body chemistry, because I've seen some people saying that these perfumes last like forever on them. So again, it really comes down to your body chemistry. I think you need to try these perfumes out, see how you feel about them and whether they work for you. But honestly, as a scent, I really love Crumb Couture. It's delicious. It really is. And for me, I can honestly say that it smells like a croissant with a little bit of jam on it. And I'm just getting ready to like put that in my mouth. Like just before you eat something, you can kind of get like that smell coming through, and that's honestly what I get. I feel like I'm holding a croissant with some jam on it, and I'm just about to put it into my mouth, and I can get the butter and the warmth and everything, and it's scrumptious. It's so delicious. So yeah, Crumb Couture is also a win for me. Now let's come to Soda Snob over here. Soda Snob is actually a sample perfume that I got, because I was purchasing things from the website and everything, and I was actually very surprised by Soda Snob, because this is, I don't think this is my kind of scent. Like, Soda Snob was just a bit too difficult for me to actually enjoy, because I just don't think that, that's something that I can drink. But it's very weird, because Soda Snob is honestly, it smells like a fizzy drink. I was shocked. Like, it's so, like, you kind of spray it and you can get this, like, how would I say it? It is a fizzy drink. It kind of smells like maybe 7-Up or something, and like probably something with lemon or lime, or yeah. I get that, and oh my gosh, I feel like I've drunk this. Like, it's just crazy to me how good Snif is at getting these types of scents. It's so fascinating. I mean, not that I would want to smell like this. Like, I don't want to smell like a fizzy drink, which is why I know that Soda Snob is not the perfume for me. But this is it just smells like, sugary sweetness. It really smells like, those sweets. Like, I don't know if you got those sweets in the US, so you can let me know if you did. But in Malaysia, we would get these sweets that they kind of would taste like fizzy drinks, and that's exactly what this perfume reminds me of. It's just weird. Like, it's so cool and so weird at the same time. And I think Snif is doing a fantastic job being able to capture all of this, because I'm like, how the heck are you guys doing that? But yeah, they're able to do it. So this is fantastic. So according to them, it smells like fizzy lime, cinnamon, secret cola, accord, jasmine, caramel, and vanilla. So I think that for all of these food perfumes that we're talking about, they don't actually tell you what the notes are, but they tell you what it smells like. And I think it's because they don't want other people like learning how to recreate these. And I will say that this is pretty unique. I don't think I have smelled something that smells like Crumb Couture. This smells like a pastry. I mean, there are probably other perfumes out there that do smell like pastries, but I haven't smelled anything like this. It's very, very unique to me. I think the closest thing would probably be the Good Scent. They had this ooey gooey caramel cake thing, which I really, really love. And I kind of feel like that kind of reminds me of these perfumes, not like one specific perfume, but smelling, you know, stuff that reminds me of food brings me to Snif, because I'm thinking Snif, thinking of that as well. So I think that one, and then the marshmallow, vanilla, whipped marshmallow, whatever the hell it was called, by Good Scent as well, which I did buy from TJ Maxx. And you know, I had told you guys, if you want to get the ooey gooey caramel perfume but you haven't found that, try the whipped marshmallow one, because that one kind of feels similar to me in some ways. So those were the only two in my collection that really stood out and made me think of these perfumes. But anyway, coming back to Soda Snob, it really smells like a fizzy drink, but it's just not for me. Too sugary sweet, not my kind of thing at all. Which brings me to the last one, which is honestly my favorite. Now this literally just released, and I bought it as soon as it came out because I was like, I want to try this, I want to wear this, and I want to enjoy this. So this is basically Naughty Nonna, and it actually, like, I saw the fruitcake, and that's honestly what I wanted, because when Christmas comes around, one of the biggest things for me is fruitcake, okay? My mom makes this in loaves and I eat it like bread. Like this is the only time I go crazy for fruitcake. I just can't get enough of it. And you know, I was thinking, since I'm not going to be there during Christmas this time, I just need something, you know, that's going to remind me of it. And I've never seen any other perfume that smells like fruitcake, so I was very curious about this, because I was thinking, okay, if I loved Crumb Couture, if I loved Honey Sweet, you know, after trying it multiple times, I could probably end up loving this as well, because, you know, fruitcake, rum, raisins, all of that, oh my goodness, that is just right up my alley. That is Ranita 280. And guys, I was not disappointed. Naughty Nonna was superb. This is my favorite. This is honestly my favorite out of every single one that I have tried here. I cannot get enough of it because it fulfilled every single expectation of mine. And this was from the very first spray. This was not like, I need time to like this. No, this was a Ranita scent, you know, because it was true rum fruitcake. I could taste the fruitcake. It is so true to being a fruitcake. I was so happy about this. And I'm smelling it even now, and it's just so delicious. I feel like I'm eating cake right now, and it's just Christmas. And you know, it also smells like, I think, a little bit of that candied fruit that you get, like the spiced candied fruit that you get during Christmas. And you know, my mom makes hundreds of cakes and goodies every Christmas, and this really, really reminded me of just being there and, you know, smelling all of that. The kitchen smells amazing, honestly, whenever my mom is in it, but this just felt so absolutely fantastic. I really loved it. So on the website it says it smells like candied ginger, bits of orange, prune, rum, walnut, vanilla glaze premium. So I can tell you this, this honestly smells like, I definitely got the candied fruit. I could get like a bit of that zestiness with the orange. I definitely got that. I got the rum. I was thinking rum and raisin here. Like I was thinking a little bit of that as soon as I smelled this. But you know what? It all comes together. Like, especially at the beginning, you really can taste the fruitcake. Like, I really get that. You get that, like, the alcohol, you know, like, thing that they put into the fruitcake, right? Because that's honestly how the true fruitcakes are made, in my opinion. Like, you have to put alcohol into it, and it just makes it extra special and extra delicious. My mother actually starts her fruitcake process 1 year in advance. So she actually puts the alcohol with the candied fruit, and she stores it for 1 year. So by the time that year has come, you know, we're coming into Christmas, you can imagine the potency and the flavors. It's superb, and I really love it. So that's honestly what I can smell here. It's of course not 100% like my mom's fruitcake, but I really get all of those. God, gosh, I feel like I'm eating a piece of cake. And it also kind of dries down to a very gentle sweetness. It's definitely not as sweet as when it first starts in the beginning. And it's not like a sugary, disgusting sweetness like Soda Snob. I couldn't really get on board with that because it was too sugary for me, too sweet for me. But this is like a nice sweetness, you know, and you feel like you're eating cake. It's Christmas in a bottle. This really, really is Christmas in a bottle. It blew my mind and I love this and I highly recommend this. Like, this is my favorite out of everything that I tried. Honey Sweet, Crumb Couture, Soda Snob obviously doesn't even make the cut. So yeah, this is a fantastic winner for me and I'm so happy that I bought it. It feels like home in a bottle, Christmas in a bottle. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on all of these 4 Snif perfumes here. As you can see, some of them took time, some of them were instant hits, that would be Naughty Nonna, and some of them were duds. But I'm really happy that I got to do this with you because I've really, really been enjoying getting to know Snif. I want to try more of their perfumes. I actually went to Ulta and I did try a few more of them and I kind of realized I like some of them very much. So I'm going to see if I'm, you know, going to be picking anything else up during Black Friday. I don't know yet because, you know, I have been shopping the entire year and it kind of feels less special when you're doing it actually. But yeah, I'll let you know and you'll probably know because I'll do a review of what if I pick up. But I'm really, really excited about Naughty Nonna. If you were looking to get Naughty Nonna and, you know, you're somebody who likes things that smell like cake, you're someone who likes foodie kind of smells, like I'm a huge foodie, I love food. So I'm very much into like anything gourmand, you know, all of that pastries, sweet things, yes, to a certain extent. If it's too sugary sweet, I'm kind of like, nah, that's not me. But I was very, very impressed by Naughty Nonna. So yeah, you know, if you were thinking of picking it up, then I hope that this review is helpful for you. Naughty Nonna also lasted on me for about 3 to 4 hours, so just bear that in mind. I think that it really comes down to your body chemistry too. And yeah, I will see you for another video very soon. But I hope that this has been helpful. If it has, hit that subscribe button because I'd love to see more of you. Have a fantastic week. Bye.